Hi, thanks for spending time with me today. We're looking at another episode from the Pottag Preparatory Melodies to Solo workbook. Some of you may or may not be familiar with this. You can tell from the price on mine if you can see it. That I bought it a long time ago. It says $1.25. And you can find this online, but if you want to order it, make sure that you get the trumpet or cornet version, not the horn version, because these were originally written for French horn. And that's probably why they're so musical as opposed to so many of the things that are written for trumpet. In any case, this is great material for us to work on. I'm going to play through number 52 for you today. And it's called Pastoral, which has to do with the pasture, a country scene. It's like Beethoven's, the Fourth Symphony, the Pastoral. And it has a lot of, themes that sound like it's from the country, because they were. This is his impression of being out not in the city, but in the country where the air is fresh. So I'll try and use a little fresh air and play this for you right now. Ooh, that's pretty. I like it. But sometimes this kind of music is not easy for trumpet players. We spend a lot of time playing in band. We spend a lot of time playing loud. And playing something smooth and delicate, gentle character is not necessarily easy on a trumpet, when we spent most of our time being the forte specialists, as was once told me by Zubin Mehta in the New York Philharmonic. He said, now for our forte specialists, the brass. So that's what we're called upon to do, and we need to be really good at doing that and without having difficulty. But on the other side of it, one of my BSO colleagues said, these are the money notes, the soft notes, the delicate notes, the dolce notes, the exposed entrances. That's what you get paid for doing consistently. So we need to learn how to practice that. So I try and play a lyrical etude or two or three or four, maybe a half dozen every day, just to, and not something technically complicated, something that's very flowing and that gives me musical satisfaction, just to get the body to relax a little bit. So what's going to give some people problems on this? Well, I mentioned dynamics a lot. This starts piano. And the first thing I like to say is, when I see that, I'm automatically tight. So something that Tim Morrison said to me as we were playing together once, he said, yeah, when I see piano, I just think warm. And I thought that was a wonderful example of how we should all use our minds to solve problems on the trumpet. In other words, he noticed that if I don't think about playing soft, but I just think about making a warm sound, oh, that's so much easier. So whatever works for you, that's what you want to do. And that's, I had to think of that here, because it's challenging for most of us to make a delicate, soft entrance. Once we've got it, then we don't want to break it, so that interferes with our breathing. So there can be all kinds of technical, physical issues that come from this fear of not getting a response on the instrument. So if you're not getting a response, I'll just give you some very simple common sense advice. Play it louder at a dynamic that you're comfortable with until you can get the sound quality and the expression of the phrasing and all the other musical ingredients to be the way you want. And then start working on, well, can I play that softer? Challenge yourself a little bit. So not only does it start piano, but then it goes to pianissimo. And I pushed it a little bit. I'm going to make that transition again. This is the pickup to the second bar of the second line. So I played all the way until there was no sound anymore. And this is a great way to practice. Once you get the vibration going, once the air is flowing freely, but you're not pushing, you're not backing up the pressure inside your body, it just feels like a vocal statement, then see if you can keep it spinning and do the diminuendo without losing the quality of the sound. Now I thought that was too soft. The sound really wasn't right. So this is one thing that I always do. I try to do it because it works for me. When I'm playing softer, I'm always trying to keep as much projection out into the hall, as much resonance as I can. And when I do that, everything seems to work better. So I'm trying to let it go away, let it go out into the hall, and give it the quality of the sound that I want. And then my body says, oh, yeah, I know how to do that. And it solves all those problems of us trying to control things. Now, the very next bar, there's an interesting rhythm. You have a dotted rhythm. It's the same one that's used in a composition with a totally different character, The Ride of the Valkyrie from Wagner. So I'm going to play that pianissimo spot and then into the next section. So we had a dotted eighth, 16th, eighth. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Dun, da, dee, dun, da, dee, dee. Now, I'm not going to go into details about this, but you need to feel it swing. You need to feel the subdivision. Da, 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 dee, dee. And you need to get in, it's kind of it's like the lapping of the waves, right? It's a very gentle kind of movement. When you feel that, it makes it a whole lot easier to play. And look at what you're actually doing. You're just playing an A major arpeggio, second inversion. And so the rhythm in this case is kind of like a decoration. But what I'm actually playing is so that makes the rhythm, which we have to concentrate on and subdivide and play accurately and correctly, that makes the rhythm actually less important in your mind. So once you get the rhythm down, again, get loose with it again and see if you can get that feeling of that lapping of the waves and a gradual movement as you go into the upper register. So this one is pretty simple. I don't think I need to tell you too much more about this. You do have some slurring challenges, some crossing into to above the staff, but there's nothing terribly strenuous. So when you're working on this, work for quality, work for beauty, work for a sense of grace in all the movements, internal and external, that you're executing. And I think you're going to find some satisfaction from playing this. This can be a long-term project. Don't be discouraged. As long as you can get some pleasure out of it and taste some good qualities in what you're doing, that should keep you going. So go practice now, and I'll see you when you have a little bit more time when you join me in the future. Have a great day. Bye-bye.